Next year's race for Chicago mayor is expected to be a really crowded field, full of big, well-known names as well, some of whom have already announced their campaigns officially. But yesterday, a candidate many of you may not know that well jumped into the race, too. Matt Brewer is the former operating chair of the Chicago Housing Authority. He was at the helm of the agency during its months-long conflict with the Johnson administration over the selection of its permanent CEO at the CHA. And now Mr. Brewer says he is running to take Brandon Johnson's job. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. I know you just made the announcement official yesterday, correct?
This morning, actually.
This morning?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So I have to ask you, why do you want to run for mayor? And do you think that you can gather enough name recognition to, frankly, raise enough money?
Great questions. First off, Dana, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. I am a lifelong Chicagoan. I grew up on the South Side and was fortunate enough to have a lot of different experiences. I went to different schools. I came back here, and since I've been back here,
including Harvard, Yale, Stanford. Yeah, I mean, really, truly, that's not easy to do.
Well,
You're a lawyer.
Yeah, I'm a lawyer. I'm an entrepreneur, as you noted. Ran the CHA for some time. I've started a nonprofit. I've worn lots of different hats.
But being mayor, that's a whole different job.
You're correct. But all of those experiences prepare me for the task at hand right now. The city is at a turning point. The decisions we make in the next 4 years will impact our next 40 years. And so the way I talk about it is that we need to move Chicago forward without leaving people behind.
Okay.
And I believe that I'm the person for that job. You know, I am late to the party.
Very.
And to your point, how do I do it? This isn't the first time in my life I've been an underdog. And so I embrace it. I embrace the opportunity and the challenge. And ultimately, the people of Chicago will vote.
So for people unfamiliar with the conflict between you and the mayor, while you were at the helm of the CHA, he tried to oust you from your role after you and the board named Keith Pettigrew as its new CEO over his objections. You stood your ground. I have to ask, is this in any way an attempt to stick it to Mayor Johnson?
This is not a spite campaign.
Okay.
No. During that time that I ran the CHA, and just in my experiences in Chicago, increasingly, I've had hundreds of conversations with people who feel like they're not seen and heard, and that the city's not operating with them in mind. And whether it's a conversation about housing is at the hub of a lot of different things. The intersection of transportation and public safety, economic mobility, a lot of core issues circulate around housing. And so I've had these conversations with people who feel like they're not seen, they're not heard, feeling stuck. And from my own life experiences, I also know that same feeling. And that's why I'm running, because there's an opportunity to address that, provide opportunity, and again, move Chicago forward without leaving people behind.
So I want to get to two more questions, and we have limited time. Number one, right now the mayor has not said if he is running again. Right now that makes you the only black candidate in the race. Do you think that could help you? Is that important to you? Question one.
I have no idea whether he will run, but it's important to me to represent black people as well as all people.
Okay, and also, right now, we're still getting to know you.
Yeah.
The last two mayors were elected on pretty progressive platforms. Where do you stand in that political spectrum? Do you consider yourself a progressive, or?
So the thing that I love is I'm not a career politician, and I think some people will say that that's a strike against me. I think it's a pro. And so I don't, you know, I'm all about affordable housing. I'm all about making sure we don't leave people behind. I'm all about making sure we address crime, transportation infrastructure, root causes of issues in our communities. But at the same time, the city has to grow. Part of how we fund that is by having a thriving, booming city that attracts businesses. It's a place where businesses can start, where they will stay, where they can operate, where we bring in more people, increase the tax base, increase revenue. You know, there's a
so
big...
So what I'm hearing at this point is no label. No label for you, at least yet, but no label. And I know we're out of time. Matt Brewer, thank you so much for being here. We'd like to have you back, and we'd like to learn more about your platform when specifics are released, but we really would like to have you back. So thank you again.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
For your time this morning, especially being bright and early with us.
Yes.
All right, everyone, we will be right back.